Hello students, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. That means only this, that if you want to move ahead in life, start. Daydreaming alone does not help. You must dream and you must dream big, but at the same time you should put matching efforts. And fear not with the pace with which you are moving. However slow you might be, you definitely will reach your goal if you start moving. So most important is please keep going and start moving ahead. So with that positive note, today we are going to study some more physical properties of metals. So metals are said to be hard. Metals are said to be hard. Metals are hard. Hard means what? See, metals are hard means they cannot be cut with knife. If you want to cut metal like iron or copper or even aluminium, you cannot cut with a knife. However, there is an exception to this, that sodium and potassium, two metals are an exception to the hardness, that they can be cut with knife. So metals are hard means they cannot be cut with knife, and metals like iron and copper definitely cannot be cut with knife, that means they are hard. But two metals are exception to this characteristic of a metal, that is hardness, sodium and potassium. They can easily be cut with a knife. Next, if we talk, after this, we will say metals are strong. Metals are strong. Metals are strong means they can be loaded heavily without breaking or snapping. If you have a metal sheet and you put heavy load into it, it will not break. Or if you draw a metal into a wire, and this wire can hold a large quantity of load. So that is means metals are strong. Metals are strong means they can be loaded heavily without snapping or breaking. Again, there are two exceptions to this, and they are again the same. Sodium and potassium are not very hard, so not very strong. Now we will see which metal is liquid. See, mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature. Please do say that, found in liquid state at room temperature. Even iron can be made into liquid at 1535 degrees Celsius. Even copper can be made into liquid at 1083 degrees Celsius. But mercury is in liquid state at room temperature itself, whereas these metals cannot be in liquid state at room temperature. So at room temperature we must underline the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature is mercury. So that was being a liquid. Now melting point. Metals have high melting point, as I have told you. 1535 degrees Celsius is that of iron, and that of copper it is degrees Celsius. For copper it is 1083 degrees Celsius, and these are quite high. So metals have high melting points, but there are certain exceptions to this, and those exceptions I will write here. One is lithium, sodium, potassium, and here I will write gallium and cesium. Gallium and cesium, Ca. Lithium is 97.8 degrees Celsius, and this is 98 degrees Celsius, and for potassium it is 64 degrees Celsius. It is 30.2 degrees Celsius, to be very precise. Usually it is written as 30 degrees Celsius, and this is 28 degrees Celsius. These all three metals have low melting point, though they are metals, and their melting points are even below 100 degrees Celsius. So they are said to be exception, and they are special metals so far as their melting point is concerned. These metals, if are kept on the palm of our hand, will turn into liquid or will melt, because the temperature, usually our body temperature is supposed to be 37 degrees Celsius, whereas their melting points are much below 37 degrees Celsius. So they will melt when kept on the palm of your hand. That was all about melting point. Now if we talk about density. Density, see, iron has got a density of 7.8 gram per centimeter cube, and metals have high density. What I was to tell you is metals have high density. This is high density. If I write here mercury, Hg, that is 13.6 grams per centimeter cube. Sometimes we express mercury as grams per ml because this is a liquid, but usually this also can be labeled 13.6 grams per centimeter cube. Also there are two more metals. One is osmium, 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 and another is iridium, iridium. These two, 22.6 grams per centimeter cube. and for this is 22.4 gram per centimeter cube. These are metals and they have high density, and they are usually, metals are supposed to have high density. So this is all about. And now two exceptions of we will talk. Sodium and potassium are two exceptions, and the density of this is 0.97 gram per centimeter cube. It is less than 1 gram per centimeter cube, and this, the density of sodium is potassium is 0.86 gram per centimeter cube. That of sodium 0.97 gram per centimeter cube, for potassium it is 0.86 gram per centimeter cube. These are metals undoubtedly, and their densities are low, but these are only exceptions. Usually metals have high density, and for examples we have given the metals having high density. Now we will say sonorous. Metals are sonorous means sonorous, or sonority is the property, sonorous. Metals are sonorous means metals will produce a ringing sound when you hit them hard. Metals produce ringing sound when you hit them hard, and because of this they are made into bells. Metals are made into bell because they are sonorous, and also the wires or the strings of the string instruments like violin, etc. they are made of the metals because metals are sonorous. Now if we talk about the color, see, most of the metals are either grey or silver in color, except two. One is gold, which is yellow, and one is copper, and the color of that is reddish brown. Reddish brown. So in length or at length we have discussed the physical properties of metals. Now in next class we are going to see what are the physical properties of non-metals.